wrestling.
What is up? Today we're going to be reviewing Elite 114 Tomasso Ciampa in his DIY gear, as well as Elite 114 Bron Breaker. We'll go ahead and start with Tomasso Ciampa. Here's the back of his box, if you want to read that. There's the front. There's the side. Other side. Let's open this thing up. So Tomasso Ciampa doesn't come with a lot of accessories. He's got his vest as well as his open out hands. One with wrist tape, one without. Here's a close look. DIY. Cloth goods. I do really like the back logo. That looks great. The gear looks pretty solid. I think he could use a bit bigger thighs. And also, the beard should have been much shorter. But on the bright side, it does have less of the terrible speckles from the previous figure. Let me lower that cam. So this was the ringside exclusive Blackheart Tomasso Ciampa. Everything is the same mold except for, I think, the shoes. Yeah. Same head sculpt except this one wasn't removable. Thank the Lord that this one is. Meaning I could put the necklace that came with that one onto this one. I think he had a necklace. We'll get some comparisons in. And some articulation looks. So, yeah, it's all the same mold, except for the knee pads and the boots. If you look real close, right there, you can see the hinges up in the boots right there. The hinges aren't all caught up in there. These ones are going to be a lot smoother moving. And then, look closely, the paint apps are definitely different. This one right here on the new one looks a lot better. And then, articulation, 360. Lifts pretty easy. Bend the arm. Lowers fine. Repeat on the other side. Pretty good. Yep, that's good. Same torso as previous. Moves great. Swivel. He's got his thigh cut. Ooh, not good. I got a loose thigh cut. I might be able to put a rubber band in it. It's not the worst thing ever, but it is annoying. This leg is it going to be stiff? It'll be fine. They lift outward. There we go. That split is nice. And then the ankles, pretty easy to get in that position, and that swivel is gorgeous. It's gonna make me act up, get me in a very happy mood compared to these ones actually don't move that bad, but the swivel on this is dog shit, barely any. So I prefer the new one. It's not even really close. this one's the better one. Get this one. It's going to be cheaper while it's on retail than this one is. It's better looking. It's face Ciampa. DIY. I do hope that means we get a Johnny Gargano in a DIY attire. Speaking of, I've got him right here. Just so you can see how well these two figures might go together. The colors, they're both vibrant enough for me to think that maybe, you know, it's a matching attire. Not exactly. No, not really at all, but, you know, you get the point. So that's Tomasso Ciampa. Minor flaws, but overall, I'm glad that Ciampa got a new figure, an updated figure, and one in the main line that is much more attainable, despite his rather loose thigh swivels or thigh cuts. I'm glad to have it, and it beats his last one. So let's move on to the next figure, which is Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker, Elite 114. This is a nice attire, much more, it looks more heelish than, you know, his previous. I have the pink gear, which I will be comparing. Here's the side of the box. Here's this side. Here's the back. Get a nice view of that. I should probably have lifted the camera a bit. There we go. 360. Whew. Alright. And let's get this bad boy opened up. Alright. While Bron Breakker in Series 114 doesn't come with a lot of accessories, he does come with a really unique entrance piece. And you just set it over. And it looks awesome. I really like that. I think that is one of the coolest pieces that I've ever seen with an Elite. Yeah, that's amazing. So, anyways, we've got that. We've got his fist, which he comes with in the package, wearing already. And then we got his mic holding hands. As for articulation, that leg kicked up amazingly and out just as good, which makes me hopeful for the next one. And it's good news all around. Beautiful. Swivel. Thigh cut. Thigh cut. Knee's a little bit stiff, but I could definitely work it in. Ooh. Yeah, I'll work those into themselves, but knee moves that far. Ooh, yeah, maybe a little bit of heat, but it moves, and it doesn't break. It doesn't feel like it's going to break. It just feels tough. Ankles, I believe this is the same boot mold as Ciampa in this series. So, yeah, he can get on those tiptoes real nice. Little ballet. And then you get that pivot that I absolutely love. Look at that. Could twist his ankle. Let's get him in a nice pose that requires the ankle rocking. I don't know. I have no clue how I'd pose him that requires it. But it comes in handy to make standing easier. See, he could stand in that position, which is awkward, and you would never be able to get something like that with the previous mold. Yeah, shoulders, elbows, shoulders, elbows. And let's bring in his other one for comparison. I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue what series it was from. I think he was already out before I returned to collecting figures, so yeah, bear with me on my ignorance and lack of knowledge. And I've noticed something about this one. Alright, let's get to it. I didn't notice this before, but my pink one has a severely bowed left leg, which is weird. Or not left leg, right leg. But I don't know why it's bowed that much. Maybe it was just sitting funny for a while. I don't know. And I might be tripping, but even the boots look different lengths. Oh, I don't know. Those boots look different lengths to me. I might be tripping, but anyway. We got the pink versus the black. We got a much more full beard on the new one. Heads are both interchangeable, I do believe. So if you wanted to, yeah, you could swap that off. But the skin tone is a bit different. Harder to tell on camera though. But this one right here is a more tan. Well, this one's more like a. This one right here is more like a pastelish, muted tone. Also, I think it's all the same molds, but this one just looks. Well, this one just looks bigger to me. Or maybe it's the posing, I don't know. But I'm glad I could replace this one now because that bowed leg is gonna bother me forever. Like that one's straight, the other one's just, I don't know. Anyway, this one right here, Elite 114, kind of stiff on the head, but it comes off. I think the beard's just slightly restricting it. Yeah, and the jawline, but I like it. I like this figure a lot. Once again, we're glad to have an updated one. It's not like modern, but it is updated. More recent the other one. I like it. Good stuff. That's all for these figures. So, whilst I think they're both great upgrades, updates, all that, I do think that the older Ciampa will suffice if you already own it and you don't want to buy another. It's like the same thing, mold-wise, all except for the knee pads and the boots. And my old one has much tighter thigh cut, so I'd probably say pass on the Ciampa if you already have the exclusive. As for Bron, I think it's a much upgraded figure, better look, better accessories. My legs aren't bowed on this one, and the boots do make the posability much better. So yeah, if you were only to get one, get Bron Breaker. If you're getting both, that's great. Both are great figures. But that's it for the review, and I hope you enjoy the animations. Bye.